Oh, hello there. Just trying to take pics of my feet. Trying to start my own OnlyFans and make some extra cash. There's butt people, then there's boob people, and then there's feet people. And I'm trying to please a different demographic out here. I got these freakishly long finger toes, and I'm pretty sure someone out there is into it. Hey, I'm broke. I'm pimping out my feet. Desperate times calls for desperate measures. Help your boy out. Anyways, on to the story on why I work out. My whole life I've been blessed and cursed with this thing called high metabolism. Now most of you might think high metabolism is a blessing, but to me it's more of a curse. Growing up, I literally looked like a malnourished man whose girlfriend was a piece of jewelry and I led two little hobbits through Mordor. Basically, I looked like a walking skeleton wrapped in skin. I was always insecure about my physical physique. Like if I skipped one meal, I would lose about 2 to 3 pounds that day. That's how high my metabolism was. Several years ago, when I was a senior in high school and I was dating this girl who is now my ex-girlfriend, and we were hanging out at a park by her house with a bunch of friends. We were there all day, and when the day was over, we all walked back to her house. On the way back, all the other boyfriends were giving their girlfriends pigback ride. I wanted to be cute like them too, so I was thinking I'd give my girl a piggyback ride. But at the time, I was like 115 pounds. I was a scrawny dude, but the girl I was dating was only 90 pounds and about 5'1". So I was pretty confident in myself that I can carry her on my back for a few blocks. That's like carrying 9 babies. Carrying 9 babies isn't a lot. Well, now that I've drawn it all out, it looks a lot. It's more like carrying 1 bag of rice. Yeah, that doesn't look heavy at all. I carry 1 bag of rice at least once a week. So I turned to my GF and said, hey, do you want to get on my back? Like all of our other friends? It'll be fun. And to my surprise, she said no. She was like, you're not strong enough to carry me. I'm okay with just walking with you all the way home. Girl, you are tiny as hell. My homework is heavier than you. Let me carry you. I promise I won't drop you. Okay. So she hops on my back, and at first, it was pretty easy. Like, the first 5 steps were pretty easy. I started struggling after the 6th step. Her house was still like 2 blocks away. The finish line was still very, very far. I started breathing really, really heavily, and I didn't want her to hear me pant, because if she heard me breathing, then she might think that she's very heavy, or even worse, that I am very weak. Which was true. So I came up with a bright idea that I should hold my breath, because if I hold my breath, she wouldn't hear me gasping for air. Therefore, I wasn't tired. It would be just like swimming, but on land. Boom. Problem solved. I carried her for a few more steps before I realized that this definitely was not a good idea. I kind of need to breathe when I'm doing physical activities. At this point, I was struggling really badly and was just debating on admitting defeat. It would have been pretty embarrassing for me to give up then and there, but I was dying and we've already made it halfway to her house, so I made an executive decision to put her down. As I was making this decision, I wasn't paying attention to where I was going. I walked a bit too close to the edge of the sidewalk and stepped right off the curb. I lost balance and we fell. Not even my freakishly long mutated toes can hold my balance and keep us from dying. It was very embarrassing, especially since I promised her I wouldn't drop her, and she weighed like nothing. My muscles are just non-existent. How could I expect to carry her with such noodly arms? I got up and I wobbled towards her and helped her up. I tried to redeem myself and I offered to carry her again on my back. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, because my body has clearly shown me it was not built for cutesy romance stuff. I was built for more things like this, or this, or this. She told me no to my second offer, and that she was way too heavy, and now we're both feeling insecure. We walked the rest of the way back home, and ever since this incident, I vowed to gain some muscle and beef up, make some gains. I started to go to the gym after that. I'm no longer this skinny, scrawny little guy. I've evolved, and this isn't even my final form yet, so I'm gonna keep striving until I reach my goals. Yep, ever since I've started working out, I've never dropped a single one of my girlfriends, because I haven't had one since. But the point is, gaining muscles will prevent you from dropping your girlfriends. Yeah, it's a proven fact.